folks, this is Vincent Lee with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Heroescape, Age of Annihilation, Battle for the Wellspring. This is a two-player competitive tactical game where you're going to be moving armies around this lovely little battlefield here in an attempt to pretty much murder each other, but there are different scenarios that do different things. Now, it's worth mentioning that there are a ton of Heroescape products. Heroescape dates back over 15, 20 years, and this is the first product that we've ever been sent on this. Now, this Battle for the Wellspring box can be played by itself. In fact, it's labeled as like a friendly beginner kit kind of thing to get you kind of hooked or started in it. But the main box, like Age of Annihilation, I think, has a lot more figures in it. It's also more expensive. So this is like a starter kit, kind of, sort of. But this could also be used in conjunction with other Heroescape products. It's also worth mentioning we've never really played Heroescape before today. So, so with that said, what are we doing in Heroescape? Well, as I kind of indicated, we have armies and we go around and we roll dice and we attack each other. We move up and down terrain, and the rulebook here has a number of different scenarios in it. There's actually the Age of Annihilation rulebook, which explains the beginner rules, the basic rules, and the master rules. We played it with the master rules today. And then this Wellspring box comes with 6 figurines, as well as, I think it was 4 different scenarios. And it's kind of hard to see, but the game will tell you how to set up the different maps, where the figures start, that kind of thing. Like, here's the list of the figures and where they would start. So, and also the rules for that scenario. So in some cases, our goal is to wipe out the enemy. In other cases, it might be to get to a particular spot. It all depends on the Heroescape product that you have, the scenario that you pick, and so on. But in this particular case, we played scenario 2 with the master set rules. And I played as these 3 preset characters. In the master rules, you can draft, but there are going to be some scenarios that are like pre-made for you, and that's what we did, because I don't know anything about the drafting process, really. And there's only 6 figures to draft, so I can't imagine there's not a whole lot of choice to draft anyway. But there are 2 sides to these cards. There's the basic side, which is what you play with the basic rule set. These guys only have like 1 hit point and 1 hit and they're dead. Whereas with the master rules side, you're going to use this side. Not only do they have special abilities, but they've got hit points, they've got drafting points here. They've got some tags off to the left, which do affect other things. Like some are unique heroes and others are like squads. I have all unique heroes for this particular play set. So yeah, I was this character, and this character. I've got some beasts here. And the really cool thing that I noticed about this character is that when they activate, they can also activate one of these other beasts, which is really cool. So I kind of like the synergies there that you can create. Now, these markers that are used in the master game, they're numbered 1 through 3 along with an X. And what you're going to do is you're going to secretly, they kind of look like Stratego pieces in that they're blank on the other side. But you're going to secretly like choose the order in which they will resolve for that round. And then you roll for initiative to see who goes first. The X is just a decoy. The X doesn't activate, it's just a decoy in case your opponent's looking at you wondering what you're about to activate. But there is an initiative die here. You both roll a d20 to see who goes first. The 1s activate, then the 2s and the 3s. And when you move in this game, you look at the move value on the card that you're moving, and then you will be able to move around the board. Now, terrain affects how many spaces you spend. So, for example, let's say I'm this cool little, I think it's Kidda, the spring runner, but I've got a move of 6. So if I started here, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it's on the same terrain level, I just move 6. But if I want to go up, I have to spend 1 for every 1 I want to go up. So this would be 1, 2. If I were to go something like here for 1, and then there's 2, so that'd be 1, and then 2, 3, and then 4 to get up there. So you're going to be spending extra movement points to go up. There are also water tiles that they weren't in the this scenario, but this character can drop water and gets bonuses for being on water and can activate a special ability when adjacent to water. So you can put down water tiles. Anyone that moves onto water has to end their movement immediately, but there are some like flying characters and special characters that can get around that feature. And whenever you attack, you're going to roll these dice, and they contain blanks, shields, and skulls. The red skulls are for attacking and the blue shields are for defending. You simply roll whatever your attack or defense value is. This is the basic attack here, but some characters have special attacks. It tells you right on there. Range 6, attack 4, for example. So you're going to, pick what's best for you, roll some dice, and if you've got more skulls than shields, then someone's going to take some wounds. That's what that typically is all about. And that's it. You're going to continue playing until you meet the scenario goal, or until one side is completely wiped out, if they're the same thing. She played as, instead of beasts, she played as some human kind. They look like pirates or something.
Yeah.
You've got Killian Vane, who has a blunderbuss special attack. You've got You've got Fia Bonnie, the Void Siren, who has different abilities there. They all have 5 health. They have more health than I did, so I was kind of nervous about that. And then Bok Burna, would you call him Bok Bok?
I did. I called him Bok Bok.
Like a chicken.
Bok Bok.
Also special attacks. We did play incorrectly once or twice, but we just kind of rolled with it. Like, no, it's fine. She read this adjacent, like she attacked me somewhere and then used this ability to attack a figure that was behind me, thinking that adjacency affected me and not him.
I got it mistaken with that one.
This one here?
He does that, not Bok Bok.
Oh, attacks are affected by blunderbuss special okay, so all figures adjacent to the figure targeted by blunderbuss. So yeah, this one affects all figures adjacent to the target.
Yeah.
This one, on the other hand, you get an extra attack against another adjacent figure. If this guy is, you were like treating his attack as like
I thought they were the same.
A target adjacent. It's fine. Again, this is our first game, so like
And her ability was totally useless because it said that if she's attacked by squads figures, but there's 2 types of figures, and you didn't have any squad figures.
Yeah, so there are heroes, which it says unique hero on the left, and there's also squads.
Yeah.
Squads, which we don't have in this master or this Wellspring box, they would be multiple minis, and you can move them around. They each get their own movement and attack.
Okay.
So, but there are no squads in this particular set.
Yeah.
So, with all of that being said, we played roughly 3 rounds, and I won. And the way I did that was I got the high ground because Obi-Wan Kenobi has clearly said it's over. Anyway, so
I tried, but
you did
really
good.
Tried
you did good
to get the high ground, and I didn't have the movement for it.
You had the hit points, but this guy can fly and ignoring height rules. So I got my guy up there pretty quick. Plus, this one has an ability where I can activate a beast before activating.
Yeah, that's
so like I took extra turns. Even though they were weaker than your characters, I could still take extra turns with them.
Yeah, you demolished me.
I didn't demolish you.
Sure
I had my bat is dead, and then Kidda only had I only had 2 hit points, but I had 4 defense. I was hoping to roll well with that. But it was close. It was close.
It's also at the mercy of RNG. I rolled
the
a
dice.
lot of blanks and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was, So, I know you weren't, this isn't exactly your kind of game.
This is a fantastic game for people who like this sort of thing, who like the whole tactical, trying to find what the perfect placement is and trying to go like on heights and stuff, and the rolling of the dice, the combat is actually really simple. The whole line of sight thing is
weird. So what you have to do is you have to get behind the figure that you're attacking with, and if you can see, like there's like a hit zone in red, like each of these cards has like a red zone. And so as long as you can see part of that zone from directly behind the other figure, you have line of sight. And that's different because in the X-Wing miniatures game I play, I can use my red laser to see exactly if I'm in range or not, or within line of sight. Or in other hex-based games, it's like at the end of it, like any tile edge to another tile edge. So you're comparing line of sight with tiles in other games, whereas in this game, you have to look behind their head, and it's not always possible in a game like this.
Yeah, I would have loved to have like an axe and chop the tree down, and then have the tree like grow timber and then do some damage or something. But yeah, I mean, it's not my type of game. When I play D&D, I like to role play. I could care less about the combat.
You let me do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with this game, it's great for people who like that sort of combat hex tactical stuff. I liked it more than you did. Not because I won, but because I like squad building, because I did that all the time in X-Wing. I love seeing synergies and how they work, but with this box, I would need other products to really get into that. Yeah. You really can't experiment here with 6 minis. Yeah. Especially when this one synergizes so well with these two. I mean, there's no reason to draft in this box by itself. But I love the characters and their abilities. I think that's fantastic. If this was a deck builder, I'd be all over it. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, I love how nice the minis look. Like the detail work into the terrain, and putting all this together wasn't too difficult either. I didn't do a great job of connecting them, but it worked. And I love the attention to detail and all that stuff. So like as far as physical like representation, like this has a lot of table presence. So I'm really happy with that end of it. I like that there's different tiles too, the water and the rock, even though I don't really know what the rock does. There are also, in other scenarios, there are like, I think they're called relic tiles and powers and stuff, and they go on a space somewhere, and depending on the scenario, the powers may change or the modifiers may change. So yeah, you can make up your own scenarios, you can follow scenarios in the book, so there's a lot of like replayability here, assuming that you've got extra minis to play around with. With the one box, it's going to be difficult to get more than 5 plays out of this without feeling like I've seen everything there is to see. Yeah. You know what I mean? Is this snow? I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. In case you're wondering, here are the complete components that are in the box there. There's different tile types. I'm looking 7, they're Wellspring water tiles, I think. And the way the Wellspring water tiles work, I was looking ahead into the other scenarios in this, and it's like some kind of poison thing where you roll a die and you can drink from this dangerous water, this Wellspring water, and there's a chance, if you roll a die, there's a chance you get poisoned or a chance you get healed, kind of thing. Interesting. Yeah, I saw on the back of that, there's a Wellspring woe. And that's like number 4, scenario 4. Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. So I like that there are only 4 scenarios, but there's more in the other sets. My only concern with this Heroescape as a whole is that, like other miniature games, you're going to have to spend hundreds of dollars to really get into squad building, to get into all the different scenarios and the types of terrain. And like, this is a nice beginner set, don't get me wrong. But it's like Pokemon, you know what I mean? It's like, you're given Charizard and now you're being told, there's hundreds of Pokemon out there to catch. It's and like, now open your wallet, you know? So like Deep Rock Galactic too, with all their expansions. Oh my gosh. I can't afford that. No, I mean, unless you're a serious tactical war gamer, this box will probably be enough for you, or maybe the master set would be enough for you. But as a beginner kit, it's not bad, because it does, in my opinion, it teaches you how to play the game. It gives you a good indication as to what you're in for should you decide to pick up the other sets. So as a beginner set, this one is decent for what it's doing. So I recommend it if you've got the money. That's the caveat. If this was a co-op game, that would be cool. I would play this more. Like, I would actually love to play this if this was a co-op game. So here's the thing. Even though this is 2 players, the main box, like the box that came before this, the Age of Annihilation Master set, I think it is, or whatever, that supports 4 players with Oh, really?
Yeah, so
That's
even
cool.
though this supports 2 players, with the master set, it can go up to 4.
Okay.
So in theory, one could, if they got the master set, create a scenario where you, like an X-Wing, like we play with our online friends,
Mhm.
you can control a couple, I'll control a couple of guys, and then we've got this AI automatically doing
Yeah.
things. Like we could do that, but in this set we don't have the minis to do that. We don't
Yeah.
have enough
Yeah.
to do that. But that is a possibility.
That's
Given enough sets, you could do that.
Mhm.
So would you play this again?
If it was co-op.
If it was co-op.
Because like I get destroyed too easily in games like this. I'm bad at stuff like this. But for people who like this sort of thing, who are really good at it, this is actually a really fun game. You know? So, and the abilities are top notch. I love the synergies, and I like the different ways that they handle themselves. It's actually really interesting. The way that you can like fly like crazy.
I know,
cool.
like
Awesome.
I was reading my abilities and I'm like, okay, this one there's no opportunity attacks with this one. So I can go in and out with this one, and high defense I can just keep just going around and then also it can't be targeted 2 or more spaces, must be within 2 spaces to attack this one. So I can get in, attack, and hopefully get out without taking too much damage.
Yeah.
So, and then this one can fly, and then this one can activate minions. It's like, I love that.
And this one, she has like additional black powder marks, which increases her range. And I love that. I love that you can actually choose whether to use a special attack or your regular attacks.
Right.
I think that is actually really interesting. I like the gist of this game. I really do. And I think people would enjoy this title.
Yeah.
Heroescape.
Okay. Well, there you go, folks. Heroescape. And again, that was the Battle for the Wellspring box. On the Renegade website, it's like $45. The master set, which came before this, I believe, is a lot more expensive because it has more minis and it's bigger. But this is a good beginner kit if you're looking to get into everything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is Vince and Natalie. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.